Hi, I'm Bill Snodgrass, and in this SNAPlife episode, we're going to answer the question, should you even be doing that? Should you even be doing that? We're going to look at 3 things you need to ask yourself before you make a decision to do anything. And that anything could be a business decision, it could be a personal decision, it could be a relationship decision, it could be any kind of a decision. Should you be doing that? The assumption that we're starting off with is that you have decided there's some things about yourself that are true. There is something that you're trying to do with your life. There is a moral and ethical base for how you live. And so the 3 questions relate to that definition of who you are. What are you in the world? The first question is, this new thing that you're considering, this new type of activity, this new behavior, does it fit into your mission and your goals for your life? Or is it compatible with? It has to at least fit with or be compatible with. Now let's say your life is partitioned off and you have family as a top priority and your career is another priority, and then you have like a creative outlet as another priority. Does this thing fit into any of those boxes? Is it part of your mission to your family? Is it part of your career mission? Is it part of your creative expression mission? Does it fit in those boxes? If it doesn't, you have to ask yourself, why are you going to do it? Now you may have another little box called just for fun. And you can say, well, this thing I want to do is just for fun. I'm going to put it in the just for fun box. The next question is, does it interfere with those things that you're trying to do in the other boxes? And the example, I made a longer video, a longer episode on this. The example I gave there is, if your life is a road and you're going down the road towards your goal, is this a roadside stop where you're just going to stop off and have a little fun and then get back on the road and keep going? Or is this a detour where you're going to go back in the opposite direction and end up farther from your goal than you want it to be? The second question you have to ask is, how does this fit with who you are? So the first question, how does this fit with what you're doing? The second question, does this new thing fit with who you are? What is your moral and ethical and religious underpinning? What is your moral and ethical and religious basis? Does this thing fit with that? Or does this thing violate who you are as a person? Does it, if you have a moral and ethical standard, this behavior that you're considering doing, does it violate that? The third thing you have to ask relates to, does this fit with how you treat others and the way you should treat others? Does this thing you're considering doing create harm or injustice to others? If it's the just outcome of something they've done, that's one thing. But if it's an injustice to them because of your decision, then you probably shouldn't do it. And I know this is overgeneralization, and this is like taking a really long concept and boiling it down into a SNAPlife length, but they're really good questions. So the 3 questions summarizing the 3 questions, does it fit in what you do, in your mission, in your goals, in your purposes of life? Number 2, does it fit in with who you are? And number 3, does it fit with how you should be treating others? Those 3 questions, if you ask those 3 questions about any decision, then you're going to be well guided in making that decision. Does it fit with what you do, what you want to do, what you want to become? Does it fit with who you are and what you want to become? And does it fit with how you should be treating others? Hope you enjoyed this. Please click the like button, subscribe to the channel, sign up for notifications, leave me a comment, a question, a suggestion. Thank you for being part of this episode, and I will see you in the next one.